All right, Elizabeth here needs our help. So she and her friend, I believe, met two dudes. They called dibs, and now they want to make the old switcheroo with the dudes. Do I have that right, Elizabeth?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right, do tell what's going on.
Yeah, so my friend Kara and we went to a New Year's Eve party, and we had a really good time. We met these two guys who are also really good friends. Their names are Corey and Daniel. And I was kind of like talking to Corey, and she was kind of talking to Daniel. And we just had a good time, you know, like at the end of the night, there was like a little bit of chemistry, and we all ended up exchanging numbers. And now it's been 10 days and neither of us have heard from these guys, which is actually fine because, like, I was talking to Kara and she was saying that that she might be, like, actually more into Corey, which is the guy that I was talking to. And I feel the same, actually, like that I might be a better fit for Daniel, who's the guy that she was talking to. So we were just kind of thinking, like, maybe you guys could help us out and, like, maybe put it to them, like, maybe we could go on another date, maybe a double date, and, like, with the intention of, like, maybe switching it up.
Oh, swapping partners. But swapping, yes, yeah. Swapping, but you haven't even, you can't really call it a swap because you haven't had each other before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like reestablishing.
Yeah. So I'm confused on exactly what you need from us.
Well, I was wondering, so I haven't heard from Corey since New Year's.
And she hasn't heard from Daniel?
And she hasn't heard from Daniel, no. But I do have Corey's number, and I thought maybe, like, if you guys wanted to reach out to him and see if maybe he was interested in Kara, maybe we could try again, but, like, swap.
So you want us to reach out to both these guys and be like, hey, here's the deal. These girls want to go on a double date with you all, but Kara actually wants to go on a double date with Corey, and Elizabeth actually wants to go on a double date with Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You don't think it's a bit of a red flag at all that neither of these men have reached out to either one of them?
We're not talking about that.
Okay, all right. Don't worry about it. I was never here.
No.
I said nothing. Don't worry about it.
Is inconsequential.
You're right.
Does it have to be a package deal?
Yeah.
Why?
Because every girl wants to date best friends. I remember Michelle and I, and we found best friends, Joe, Mike, and Jim, and we were so excited.
Joe Mike was his first name?
Joe Mike was his name. Yeah.
Joe Mike.
Are you serious? That's his name?
His name was Joe Mike.
Joe Mike.
Yeah, he was really sweet.
Was that just like parents that really just couldn't make a decision between two names? Let's just go with both of them.
Was it short for Joseph Michael?
I don't remember.
Okay.
All I know, he's very religious, so we just do the Gene Jam all the time.
Okay.
The what?
The Gene Jam.
That sounds naughty.
Meet Joe Mike at the Gene Jam.
It's the Joe Mike Gene Jam.
You know what the Gene Jam is, right?
No.
Well, you just rub over the jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, all right.
Yeah, I know.
Dry humping, whatever you want to call it. Anyway.
That's what I usually call it.
Yep, got it.
I call it the Gene Jam.
The Gene Jam.
Anyway, back to the story at hand. Michelle and I were best friends.
Yeah.
Joe, Mike, and Jim were best friends. And I dated Joe, Mike, and she dated Jim. So we got to do all these double dates together. And it was awesome. It was so much fun.
I'm just trying to take this, Mo, from a dude's perspective. Like, if the proposal now is all of us go out, but we're interested in opposite dudes, would you be open to it? Or would you just be like, well, I'm kind of into the friend, so why don't I just hit her directly?
It would depend on how much I was into the friend that I was initially talking to. If I were into her and I felt there was something there, I would almost be offended that she didn't want to talk to me anymore and just wanted to swap me out. But if I wasn't into her, I don't think it would matter.
This is going to be a tough putt right here. This is going to be a real tough putt.
I mean, especially since I haven't hit him up.
Yeah.
But we're not bringing that up.
We're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, the fact, so neither one of these guys have responded to either one of you women yet.
Well, nobody's reached out at all. Like, so, you know, I haven't heard from him, but, you know, we met at a New Year's Eve party, and I feel like maybe that was, like, in their mind, you know, in their mind, maybe that was the end of it, but maybe they feel the same, like, maybe, you know, maybe Daniel's, like, into me and, like, doesn't want to say because he, you know, he knows he was, like, talking to my best friend, but like maybe if we kind of give the green flag that that's okay, then, maybe we could try.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Elizabeth, that maybe they felt the exact same way and they want to do a swap, but they don't know how to like approach that without making it seem like disrespectful or rude. So that's why they just haven't reached out. So this could be swapping destiny.
All right, Elizabeth, we're toying with you a little bit because our studio director, Tommy, has already reached out to one of these guys. Correct?
Yes, I reached out to Corey. Elizabeth had his number, gave it to me, and I texted with him yesterday.
Because I was the one she was originally talking to at the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, that's the one who Corey discussed her.
What? You just had a stroke?
She doesn't want to go out with him.
Well, she didn't. She never said the word discuss.
Well.
All right, so you got a response from this dude.
Yes.
Okay. So, Elizabeth, when we come back, it's Corey that you talk to?
Yes. Yeah.
Corey. All right, so we will tell you exactly what Corey said and if they are into it, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, we'll do it next.
The Bert Show.
Two friends get ghosted by two different guys on New Year's Eve. So, hey, why don't we just do the switcheroo? You're not really into me? Well, maybe you're into my friend and vice versa. That's really what we're trying to work with here this morning.
Basically.
The old switcheroo. Which I just don't know how that can happen.
It's possible, but not likely.
We'll throw it out there and see if we get any calls. Like,
what?
You switched guys and it worked, or you switched girls and it worked. Like, you realized you and your friend were dating people, but they were better suited for the other person, so you switched.
1-855-BERT Show. We can try that. All right, Elizabeth. So you and your friend meet these two dudes on New Year's Eve. Y'all are hanging out. Feels like you guys are all vibing, but there has been nothing. No text between any of you guys. You and the dude, your friend and his friend, nothing for the last 10 days, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So you're thinking, well, I was kind of like digging on my friend's dude and she was digging on my dude. So let's reach out to them and see if they might be into doing the old switcheroo. Okay. So Tommy, our studio director, reached out to Corey. Now, just to refresh my memory, Corey was your dude or her dude?
Corey was my dude.
Your dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Elizabeth had his number, so she gave it to me, and I texted Corey, and I said, hey, my name's Tommy Owen. I'm the show director for The Bert Show. And he immediately responded. He said, whoa, my ex-girlfriend listens to you guys. Why are you contacting me? And I said, oh, very cool. If you ever talk to her, tell her we said hello. He said, will do. What can I do for you? Trying to be nice, trying to lay the foundation.
It's just very North Carolina of you, Tommy. I appreciate it.
How would you have done it? What would be the Kentucky way?
No, the Kentucky way would be the same way. It's just some Southern hospitality there, and you're texting, and I like it.
Well, the Kentucky way would have used 48 more words.
It's called being nice. All right, Corey said, will do. What can I do for you? I said, well, I'm contacting you on behalf of a few other listeners of ours. And he said, okay. And when I say okay, it's got the ... behind it. Do you happen to recall meeting Elizabeth and her friend Kara on New Year's Eve? I said. He said, absolutely. Tell her I'm sorry. I haven't reached out to her. I've been a bit slammed.
For the last 10 days.
Oh, they love to use that one.
That is a super busy guy right there. 10 days. Can't even send a text.
Come on, man.
And I said, well, that isn't exactly why she contacted us. She's not upset that she hasn't heard from you. She isn't quite sure that the two of you had a lot of chemistry. She thinks you're nice, but could tell maybe neither of you was into each other enough to go out again.
Or text each other.
He said, well, I'm glad she isn't disappointed because I agree. She's a nice girl, but not sure we really hit it off enough to go out again. So why does she want you to contact me? And I said, well, what is interesting is that her friend Kara seemed to feel the same way about her evening with your friend Daniel. And he said, okay. And I said, well, all that said, both of the girls seem to think that they'd each like to get to know the other one of you better. So Elizabeth and Kara would like to see if you would want to go out with them. Only this time, maybe you might want to get to know Kara a bit more, and maybe Daniel might want to get to know Elizabeth. And Corey said, well, I can't speak for Daniel, but I'm definitely open to hanging out with Kara. I'm sure I can convince Daniel to come along either way, maybe he'd be totally eager to also. And I said, great. Let me get back with both girls and let them know, and then I'll have them each contact you to set it up. And then I said, if you don't mind, don't reach out to him yet to set it up. We still have a radio segment to do.
Attaboy.
And he said, hot, no problem. And that was it.
Okay, so the good news here, I guess, is that your dude is open to dating your friend. The bad news is we don't have any confirmation that the other guy would be into like hanging out with
It's
you.
not bad news. It's just no news.
No news.
Yep. We
He's
don't know
pretty
yet.
sure, though. I mean, you know your friends if they're going to say yes or no.
What do you think, Elizabeth?
I'm hopeful. I think so. I think if one's into it, then the other will be into it.
Well, and I think now that they know the intent, it either puts a lot of pressure on or it takes it all off.
I'd say it takes it off.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And it's a funny story.
Okay, so we'll just got to get all you guys at the same place again. All right, so what do? We follow up and we wait for
The
what?
double date?
The double date?
Wait for the double date.
Wait
Yep.
for the double. So we're waiting for Corey to hit us back and say,
No, I mean, does
She's
she
got to
need
hit Corey, right?
Does she need to hit up Corey, or is Corey going to hit up her?
She needs to.
Or is Corey going to hit up Cara? Or is Daniel going to hit up her? Or is Elizabeth and Cara just going to hang out instead?
They're going to talk. How about that?
Okay.
damn, somebody's doing the gene jam. Kristen said, somebody, we got to get a gene jam out of this whole thing.
Some jeans gonna be jamming right here.
Don't. I need some friction.
Save that.
No.
Yes, save that.
No.
All right, Elizabeth, will you do us a favor when you contact and you guys all work out if this is going to happen or not? Will you just give us an update? Because people are going to wonder.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Have fun. Good luck.
Good luck out there. All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
All right, bye-bye.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.